talk about facts. Okay. A lot of people I've heard, they end up saying diwal instead of saying divar. The r and the l sound. A lot of Indians get confused between that. Okay. The sh and the s sound. They're not able to understand the difference between sh and s sounds. Okay. So these are individual sounds that you'll have to start understanding. Okay. All right, let's quickly also understand this thing. Now, a lot of North Indians can actually relate to this. Let's go to the school or school. Okay. You must have heard, you know whom I'm actually talking about. Why does it happen? Because in their language, they're not actually taught these sounds. They face difficulties. It's a problem for them. You know, a lot of people have, this particular thing that they can quickly adapt to all the sounds, but some people cannot actually. Okay. So this is why, a proper guidance is important. The people, people like me can actually help you understand where exactly you need to touch your tip of the tongue, where you need to move your jaw, right? They can teach you those things so that you can understand and you can start speaking correctly. Okay. All right. One last thing. Here you go. I want you to just, try to understand what the problem is with this particular person. I'm going to play this recording and I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay. Here.
Some reason why you're driving so slow?
Where are you going, dude?
Sir, I confused because I find hotel.
You find what?
Hotel.
Hotel?
Yes.
Where are you supposed to go? Where are you going?
Near hotel.
A hotel?
What hotel?
Holiday.
The Holiday Inn? Where at? What address?
Yeah, here.
Who do you work for somebody?
No.
So what happened? What were the officers asking this person again and again? What word did he mispronounce? Right. How did he say? He said hotel, like a lot of Indians, Bangladeshis, and Pakistanis say, right? Hotel. You can easily make out by watching this video. This person is going to be from, either Pakistan, Bangladesh, or India. I'm not pretty sure, so I'm not just going to categorize it. Please excuse me for that. But yes, the point is he was not able to pronounce a particular word because of MTI, mother tongue influence. He said it as if he was announcing a wrestling move. Hotel. Have you seen those wrestling movies where they actually come up with these certain moves? So basically, this interferes with your intelligibility. Okay. People cannot understand. People have to repeat. People have to ask you questions. What do you mean? Right. And I'm sure this must have happened with some of you, maybe earlier in life or, at office or at work. There are going to be certain people who are going to keep asking you, okay, what did you say? What was that? Right. They might even, make fun of other people for not pronouncing the words correctly. And this is a very common thing in India. Trust me. I've been through this. So I decided to change it once and for all. The person you are listening to right now, I never used to sound like this. I worked for it. And it took me a lot of time. Okay. So I'm not going to say that you're going to learn everything, within these 2 days. I'm going to give you a roadmap. I'm going to give you the exact step that you're going to follow for the next 4 to 5 months, right? So that you can improve your pronunciation. The person you are listening to right now, I did not sound like this. It took me almost 5 to 6 months to improve my pronunciation. Okay. And I was very casual about it. Trust me. If you work really hard, you can change your pronunciation within like a month or two. It's not that really hard. Okay. I was very casual about it. So that's why it took me like 5 to 6 months. And it's a never-ending, learning is a never-ending process. Be it pronunciation, be it English, any skill that you learn, it takes time. Okay. So be ready to invest time in this thing. So yes, there's something called stress, word stress. This is what I'm going to teach you in the next few, minutes. That, when you put stress on the second syllable, hotel, that's how you correctly pronounce this word. It's not hotel. Please do not, and if you're being pronouncing it like this, stop pronouncing it like this. It's hotel, not hotel, okay? Or not hotel, right? Remember this thing. Let's come to the main part now. What is the difference between pronunciation and accent? Okay. Now, let's understand the difference, first of all, by just giving you like a very simple, sentence. Pronunciation, we all know that it is saying each word and sound correctly. Accent, what does accent mean? It is the style or flavor of your speech based on your region or country. Accent, if you listen to certain people, you will be able to recognize that this person is from Britain, this person is from Australia, he's from India, Indian accent, British accent, American accent. You can categorize them. So what does accent do? It gives you that unique identity. What does it do? It gives you that unique identity. In India also, if you talk about Hindi language, what happens? North Indians speak it differently. South Indians speak it differently. They have a strong accent in Hindi language as well. Okay. But what does not change? Pronunciation does not change, right? अब डोसा को डोसी कोई नहीं बोलेगा. डोसा हो सकता है, डोसा हो सकता है, लेकिन डोसी नहीं होगा, right? Pronunciation remains same, accent changes, the style, the flavor that you add to it. Are we clear with the difference between pronunciation and accent? Does it make sense? Let me know if you have any doubts. Perfect. Let me give you, a simple example. Here. 1 second. We'll come back to this here. Now, think of pronunciation as your house, okay? When we start building a house, let's imagine, okay? Imagine, close your eyes and imagine that you're building your own house. You're building a bungalow for yourself, okay? Now, what would be the first thing? You need to have a structure for it. The foundation has to be built strong, right? If the foundation is not strong, no matter how many stories you build, no matter how many stories you have, after a couple of years, it's gonna be a wreck if you don't have a strong foundation. So imagine that you're building a house, and that is pronunciation. Once the house is built, once you have everything ready, all the rooms ready, and you have the parking lot, you have the terrace, and the garden is, you have the terrace garden as well, whatever you want to put in it. Now comes accent. Accent is how you paint and decorate it. Okay? Accent beautifies your language. So this is not the first step. Your first step is pronunciation. Getting that, sorted is and should be your main aim. Okay? Once your pronunciation is sorted, then you can move on to accent. All right? You can paint it in any color. You want to have a British accent, you paint it British gray. If you want to have an American accent, you paint it American red. You want to stick to Indian accent, Indian turmeric yellow. Right? So there are so many things that you need to understand before you actually start learning how, and why correct pronunciation is important. Are we clear with this? Have you understood this? All right. You must have heard a lot of people saying that, he has a strong accent. Why do they say that? Because his way of speaking is clearly influenced by his native language or region, and it's very noticeable, right? A lot of I've watched a couple of movies where they use this thing. He has a strong Indian accent. He has a strong American accent, right? It basically means that this person is from this particular region, this particular place. Okay? All right. Here's a table for you so that you remember this difference. Feel free to take screenshots. Now, let's understand the features. Pronunciation is saying the words or saying the sounds correctly. Accent is your style of speaking, the flavor that you add, okay? Can pronunciation be wrong? Yes. That's why we have a lot of people like me who keep running after people who keep mispronouncing words. So yes, mispronunciation leads to confusion. You saw that video, right? What? Where are you going? Hotel, right? That kind of confusion. So yes, you're supposed to take care of this. Should you fix it? Yes, you're supposed to fix your pronunciation. All right. Can accent be wrong? Accent cannot be wrong at all. It gives you that identity. It is basically a result of your MTI, mother tongue influence. By now, you would have understood this. And should you fix it? Only if it affects clarity. Accent should only be changed if the person is not able to understand you. Okay? Your main objective should be to focus on pronunciation. Okay? All right. Type yes if everything is clear till now. Type yes in the chat box. Perfect. And let me know if you have any questions, okay? All right, you've got 10 seconds. All right, time's up. All right, now comes, a challenge for you. So what I want you to do is grab another phone, if you're using your phone, go and grab your mom's phone or your dad's phone or your brother's phone, your sibling's phone. And what you need to do is you need to record a 30-second video right now. Okay. What are you supposed to record? I'm going to show it to you in the next slide. So I'll give you exactly 2 minutes to get ready. Have that phone in front of you. Keep the selfie camera on. Make sure you record this video. Okay. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Be ready. Meanwhile, I'm going to just quickly take a sip of water. You guys get ready soon. I'm afraid, Zubair, I will not share these slides. This is like a digital property, but what I'll do is, I mean, you'll get the recordings. So if you want to take screenshots, that's particularly, I mean, that's absolutely fine. But yes, I'll not be able to share these slides with you. There are other things. I'm going to give you a PDF, like a 30-day pronunciation ebook. That's one of the best things you're going to get from this workshop. I've really worked hard to create this book. So that's one of the most important things you can have from this workshop. It'll stay with you for a lifetime, okay? All right, I hope you are ready with that phone. How many of you have got your siblings' phone? Be honest, huh? Anyone who's taken their siblings' phone? No? I think we have one. All right. Okay, now, see, I'm gonna, show you the timer here. Let me just quickly open up the timer on my phone. Just a second. Okay, so we got the timer on my phone. As soon as I start, you are going to start recording, and I'm going to show you the thing that you have to actually record. I'm going to show you a couple of words on my screen. You need to pronounce them. You need to say those words out loud. Okay, please make sure that everyone is on mute. Okay, nobody else should be able to hear you. Just make sure that everyone is on mute. Okay. All right. So as soon as I hit start, I'm going to show you the words on the screen. We start in 3, 2, 1.
Development opportunity for development restaurant.
All right, guys, your time's up. 30 seconds are up. Okay, stop recording the video now. Achha, now comes the interesting part. What if I ask you to post it on Instagram and tag me? No, I'm not going to do that. Don't worry. I'm not going to ask you to do that. Save this video. Tomorrow, I'm going to ask you to, record this video again. This is going to be like a before and after, thing for you. Okay. Keep this video safe, right? If you were using your brother's phone, make sure he doesn't take advantage of this video. Okay. Right. So just make sure that you save this video. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to ask you to make another video. We're going to pronounce these words. Right? The reason I've picked up these words is that a lot of Indians mispronounce these words. A lot of people, not just in India, around the world, are not able to pronounce these words correctly. Okay. By the end of this workshop, I am going to give you certain tools that will help you understand how to pronounce these words by yourself. Okay. So my trainer used to teach me, or he used to tell me this thing. If you teach someone how to catch a fish, you teach them a skill of a lifetime. And that's what I'm actually going to do with you. Okay. So remember this thing, whatever you're learning, it's going to stick with you for a lifetime. Okay. All right. Now I need volunteers. Can I have volunteers? I'm going to show you something interesting on the screen now. I need volunteers. Come on. Let's see who's going to be there. Okay. Rohit. All right. We've got one and another. I think let's pick up Nishant. He raised his hand. Okay. So just two volunteers right now. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you certain phrases on the screen, and I want you to pronounce these phrases. Okay. All right. Here you go. Who's going to come up first? Let's start with Nishant first. Okay. So Nishant, I want you to say the first phrase out loud. Okay. Here you go.
The entrepreneur scheduled a meeting on Wednesday, but it got postponed due to death.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Rohit, you're up. This is the next one for you. All those people who are on mute, you can also participate, but just don't unmute yourself, okay? All right, Rohit, are we ready? Here you go. Thank you, Rohit. That was good. Okay. All right. I'm not going to say anything because this is again something we're going to discuss in the next workshop, like on the next day. Okay. So please take a screenshot of this and you can try this activity by yourself. Okay. Tomorrow, I'm going to teach you the correct pronunciation of all the words that I've written over here. Okay. All right. Let's come to the next part, which is the most important thing for you guys. Okay. So please stay attentive throughout the workshop, not just for this part. Now, what is this IPA? We were talking about the International Phonetic Alphabet right now. I showed you that chart, right? What is it? Let's first understand it. So as I mentioned earlier, this is a tool that a lot of language teachers, pronunciation coaches like myself, they use this to help people understand the different sounds of English language, okay? The IPA shows us the actual pronunciation of a language, okay? Before I show you the IPA again, what I want you to do is, it says my internet connection is unstable. Guys, can you hear me properly? Am I audible?
Yes, sometimes we can hear you, but sometimes your voice is breaking while you are speaking.
Sure. Just let me know if you're not able to hear like a proper sentence or a phrase. I'm going to repeat it again. Okay, I'm going to repeat it.
Okay, right.
All right. Here you go. Now you must be thinking I am asking a lot of questions, but this is just a part of learning, okay? So I've got
Right, you are very interesting.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Hmm.
That motivates me now. Okay, but that doesn't mean I'll keep asking you questions. I'll keep giving you information as well. Now, I want all of you to answer this in the chat box. How many vowels are there in English language? Type it in the chat box. Type it in the chat box. Okay. I just got this question in my mind. Do you know who invented these vowels? Do you remember Golmaal, Tushar Kapoor? Hey, yeah. That was a PJ. Okay, just ignore it. Okay. All right. How many vowels are there? If you've answered 5, that's the correct answer. We've got 5 vowel letters, and the correct pronunciation of this is vowel. It is not vowel. A lot of people pronounce it as vowel. It's not vowel. It's vowel. Like you say owl, ullu ko English mein owl bolte hain. Owl se pehle just have this letter, place this letter V. It's vowel. Okay. So how many vowel letters do we have? We've got only 5 vowel letters: A, E, I, O, and U. Okay. Next question. Do you know how many vowel sounds are there? So we were talking about letter alphabet and phonetic alphabet. This time I'm asking you sounds. Just make a guess. I think somebody also answered this thing earlier. Who was it? Let me see. Yeah, good job. Okay. Right. So how many vowel sounds are there? There are 20 vowel sounds. Okay, I want you to quickly write it down. This is something I'm going to teach you in the next few slides. There are 20 vowel sounds, 12 monophthongs, and 8 diphthongs. I'll talk about what are monophthongs and diphthongs in a couple of minutes, okay? But quickly note this down. All right, let's move to the next part, next question. Ready? Do you know what are consonants? And how many consonants are there in English language? Type it in the chat box, please. Let me see. One. Very good. Very good. Very good. Wonderful. Wonderful. 21. Yes. All the letters apart from A, E, I, O, U are called consonants. Okay. Consonants, consonants. Okay. Remember the correct pronunciation here. So there are 21 consonant letters. This is the list. Okay. Take a screenshot. Don't write it down. It's going to take a lot of time. Just quickly take a screenshot. Okay. My next question. So we talked about vowel and vowel sounds. We're not going to leave consonant sounds. Okay. So the next question is, how many consonant sounds are there in English language? Make a guess. Make a guess. Wow. You guys are smart. Good. I already have the correct answers in the chat box. There are 24 consonant sounds. Okay. Oh, acha, you remember 44 sounds? No, so you subtracted, I think. Good. So 24 consonant sounds, right? And the bifurcation, there are 15 voiced consonants and 9 unvoiced consonants. Okay. Remember this thing, 15 voiced and 9 unvoiced consonants. Please keep in mind, we're building a strong foundation right now. So if you're not going to have a strong foundation, the stories that you're going to build up now, there's a high chance that the building is going to fall down. Okay. So these are something really important. Please make sure you learn them properly. All right, let's move to the next thing. Now let's understand what is the difference between a vowel and a consonant sound. Okay. Look at my mouth, everyone. Let me just stop sharing this for a minute. Okay. Here. Can all of you see me now properly? Huh? All right. So I am going to pronounce the vowels. Okay. Look at my mouth movement. Okay. Here. A, E, I, O, U. I've got a question for you now. Did my teeth touch, like the upper teeth and lower teeth? Did they come in contact? No, right? Did my upper lip and lower lip come in contact? No, right? So the air was flowing out smoothly, right? So a vowel sound is basically what kind of a sound? Where you do not create any blockage. The air flows out of your mouth smoothly. A, E, I, O, U. Okay. Every time I do this, I remind myself of Tushar Kapoor. I don't know why. Right. So A, E, I, O, U. These vowel sounds are basically sounds where you do not create a blockage. Okay. On the other hand, what are consonant sounds? Say that letter, B, B. When you say B, what are you doing? You're creating a blockage. You're not letting air come out of your mouth easily. Okay. When you say P, P, you're sending a gush of air out of your mouth, right? P, P. What's happening over here? You're creating that blockage using your lips. When I say T, T, what are you doing? Your upper teeth and lower lip, lower teeth, and the tip of your tongue is also coming in contact. So when you create that barrier, that partial barrier or complete barrier, where the passage of air is not smooth, that is what a consonant sound is. That's the difference between a vowel sound and a consonant sound. Are we clear with this? Does it make sense? I hope you're making notes of it. And let me quickly show you this thing on the screen now so that it's clear. Here. So a vowel sound is a sound in English that is made when we don't stop the air coming out of our mouth. Okay. And a consonant sound is a sound in English that is made when we stop the air coming out of our mouth easily by using our tongue, teeth, or lips. Okay. And sometimes the back part of our jaw, like this part, when we say kh, khan, from the epiglottis. You must have, watched that movie. So yes, this is the difference, major difference between a vowel sound and a consonant sound. Why am I teaching you this? Because in the next few slides, in the next few minutes, I'm going to teach you how to pronounce these vowel sounds and consonant sounds. Individual sounds must be mastered so that your pronunciation improves. Okay. Any questions? Any doubts? Anything that you'd like to ask here? All good to go, right? Perfect.
What are
Yes.
voiced consonants and
Direct, I'll come on to that. Voiced consonants and unvoiced consonants. When I show you the IPA, I'm going to show it to you. Like I'm going to explain that voiced and unvoiced. Okay. All right. So this is the IPA, and let's quickly understand what are these sounds now. Okay. 1 second. Here. So you see all these symbols over here. These symbols are very similar to the ones that you see in your dictionaries. Okay. So when you look up for a word in a dictionary, there are certain things, certain symbols used below that word, right? If you have a dictionary by your side, and if you have never ever noticed this thing, you can actually pick up that dictionary right now and see the phonemic transcription written. What is that phonemic transcription? It's a result of this International Phonetic Alphabet. All the symbols used together to help you understand how to pronounce it. Okay. So my main objective for you is to learn these symbols. Okay. And start doing it as early as you can. Because in tomorrow's session, we're going to do a lot of advanced things where I'm going to refer to these, symbols. So you should be able to learn these things by today itself. Okay. And it's not really difficult. Trust me, I'm going to make it super easy for you in the next few slides. Okay. Sure. So vowels, we know how many vowel sounds are there. There are 20 vowel sounds. You can count right now. You can count. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. 20 vowel sounds. How many diphthongs were there and how many monophthongs were there? The notes that you took, monophthongs are 12 and there are 8 diphthongs. Okay. Let's quickly understand the difference between a monophthong and a diphthong. Where does this word mono come from? Mono means one. Okay. And di basically means two, right? Now, if you notice, there are 2 symbols written together everywhere, 2 symbols written together. That means a diphthong is a combination of 2 vowel sounds. Okay. A diphthong is what? It's a combination of 2 vowel sounds, right? Monophthongs, on the other hand, they've got just one single letter or symbol written over here. Okay. What's the difference between a monophthong and a diphthong? When you pronounce these sounds, when you say these sounds, your tongue stays in one position. Tongue stays in one position. Stays in one position. Okay. That is how you say a monophthong. However, on the other hand, if you look at diphthongs, your tongue moves from one position to another position. Okay. Diphthongs, that's the difference between a monophthong and a diphthong. I'll give you exactly 45 seconds to write down this difference. Let me repeat. Monophthong, tongue stays in one position. Diphthongs, tongue changes the position from one position to another position. Okay. Quickly write it down. That's the difference. All right. Okay, let me clear this up and let's talk about these monophthongs and diphthongs in detail. Okay. All right. 1 second. Here, let me show you another chart, which makes it easy for you to understand. Okay. All right. Now you see, we're going to start with this sound. This is the E sound. When we say the word keep, okay, you use this sound. Okay. And you see these two dots after the small letter I, right? These two dots, these two dots represent the length of that sound, okay? So it is used to express that you need to extend this sound. You cannot say kip, no, it's keep, okay? Teeth, all right? So it is that sound. Next we have is the short vowel sound. It's I, fit, sit, kit, as in Kit Kat, kit, okay? It's the I sound. This one is E, and this one is I, the short vowel sound, okay? Then we have U, as in good, not food. It's not food, it's good, the short vowel sound. U. Remember, it's very similar to the omega sign, right? So what are you going to say? It's U sound. U. Okay? It's the short vowel sound. U. And this one, U with these two dots, it represents the length of that sound. So you're going to say oo. This one is where you can write food. Okay? Food. Who. Food. Are we clear with this? All right. Before we move on to diphthongs, I'm going to ask you to first, understand these monophthongs. All right. Then we have this sound, eh, set, eh sound, eh. Okay. Keep yourself on mute and you can start pronouncing these sounds after me. Keep repeating these sounds after me. Okay. It's eh sound, eh, set, pet. Okay. Like we say, temple. When we say temple, the tem, eh sound comes over there. Temple, kettle. When I say kettle, right? So the ke, eh sound is there. It's that sound. Okay. Set, pet. Got it? The next sound. This is one of my favorite sounds. And it is the sound that is used in almost 90% of the words that we have in English language. There's actually a name for this sound. What is the name of this sound? This is called the schwa sound. Schwa sound. It's the schwa sound. Okay. So basically, what happens over here is when we're using this sound, it's a very it's a sound that is negligible. For example, when I say carrot, I do not say carrot or I do not say carrot. It's carrot. So you are basically dropping the O sound completely, right? This is where you use this schwa sound. Okay. Then we have this, another example, about. So it's the very short sound. So we don't say about, it's about. You can completely drop that sound as well, the sound. You just say about. What about this? Okay. So it's that short sound. Clear? And trust me, this is where the pronunciation magic happens. If you've mastered this sound, if you've understood when to use this sound, trust me, you'll be able to pronounce almost every word correctly. So yeah, focus on this particular sound. All right. The next one is an interesting sound. It's the sound. Like we say bird. Okay. Don't say bird. It's bird. Now, a lot of people have the habit of saying Rahil. No, it's Rahil. Okay. Now, this particular sound, they've given it a name, trilling sound. Trilling sound. Like trilling sound. It's the trilling sound. So we need to get rid of this trilling sound. Okay. A lot of people, because of our mother tongue, right? Because of our language, so many languages in India, we have this r sound, which is very eminent. We need to get rid of that. Okay. So this sound also has a very subtle sound of Okay. What you need to do is look here. Look at my mouth right now. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a minute. Here. Yeah, Rekha, do you have it out? Do you want to ask something?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to ask, why are there two dots? You said two dots means that there's a length. And why are there two dots?
This is basically to mark stress. So when you stress a particular sound, like this one, bird, so you're putting stress over there, okay? So that's why we have those two sounds, to either stress it or to lengthen it, okay? All right, so we're talking about the sound. Now look at my mouth here. What am I doing with my tongue? I'm folding it like this, and the tip of the tongue, the back side of the tongue, it touches my upper palate. Upar ka talu jo bolte hum Hindi mein, right? It touches my upper palate. Bird, shirt, okay? Ford. So there are certain sounds that you need to actually master. These are individual sounds, okay? Are we clear with this? Okay. I can't see, other people. I can see only a couple of people. Please turn on your cameras. Let me see your smiling faces. Come on, guys. Okay. Getting back to this sound. Now, we're going to move on to the next monophthong. This is the aw sound. I call it the aw sound. Aw, like with the aw, right? It's that sound. Like we have the word law or the word jaw. Okay. Clear with this? Again, we have a stress symbol over here. Those two dots over here. These two dots that you see. Again, stress it. Law, jaw. Okay. Job. So there are certain words that you're going to use to make these sounds. Then we have this one. It does look like two sounds together, but it isn't. This is just one sound. It's the eh sound. What is it? Eh. Open your mouth and say eh. Like this. Eh. Cat. Bat. Sat. Okay. Most of us don't have the habit of opening our mouth. Maybe because our parents, or maybe, it's like a thing in India. Don't open your mouth too much. People are going to, get that bad impression. But it doesn't really, affect too much. You need to actually sound clear when it comes to delivering your message. Okay. So don't be too lazy to open your mouth, please. You can be lazy, indolent in other things, but not here. Okay. All right. The next sound we have is sound. Up, cup, shut the door, shut. So it's the sound. Okay. The next one is again, open your mouth. Say car, far. That's far away. Okay. So again, this one is a stressed sound. We have got two dots over here. So you're going to lengthen the sound. Don't say car, it's car. Okay. Next we have, it's, similar to this sound, but we just don't have, the two dots over here. And it's like a combination of these two sound. If you see on, when we say on, off. Okay. It's that sound. Hot, when it's hot. Okay. You use this sound. H-O-T, hot. Okay. Use this sound. Are we clear with this? Can we move to diphthongs now? Quickly. All right. Now, let's come on to diphthongs. Thank you. Voice is breaking. Anima, can you quickly check your internet connection? I think my connection is better now. Guys, I need a vote. Do you think my voice is breaking or is it fine? Fine, right?
It's fine.
Anima, can you quickly check your internet connection once? I think that should work. All right, thank you. Okay, now diphthongs, as I mentioned earlier, these are a combination of two sounds where your tongue changes position. Here, monophthongs your tongue did not change. Okay, and I'm going to give you an interesting fact. After you know that, you will never ever forget how to pronounce these monophthongs. Okay, let me first complete diphthongs. So diphthong, this one, it's the combination of E and the sure sound. Here, like we say here, come here. Okay, here. Then we have A. This is one of my favorite sounds. A lot of words have this sound. For example, date. All right, day. Right. So this is where we use this particular sound. It's a combination of the sound This one, and I. When you combine these two, when you move your position of the tongue from this sound to this sound, what is happening? You're creating a diphthong. A. Then your jaw also moves, right? That's why it is called a diphthong. Your tongue changes position from one point to another. Okay. Then we have ua. Or you could also have that y sound initially, like we say poor or pure, right? The same sound comes over there. Okay. The next one is a combination of this plus this. Oi, boy, toy. Okay. There are certain examples that you can actually understand, right? So the sounds basically change from one position. The tongue's position changes from from here. It goes to I, oi. You'll be able to feel that movement happening of your mouth as soon as you start pronouncing these. Okay. Then we have O. It's the sure sound, right? And then combined with the short vowel U sound. Oh, go. We don't say go. It's not go. It's go. Okay. You're making a circle out of your lips at the end. The next one is air. Like we say air or chair. Do you care? Right? Care, that thing. I'm sure all of you care. Then we have I, the next one. I, the combination of and I sound. I, my, this is my class, or yeah. Or when we say fry, or when you cry, you use that sound. Okay. Then we have ow. It's like DDLG mein, Shah Rukh Khan does to those pigeons. Ow. It's that sound. Okay. Remember it like this. How, right? When we have these sounds, how. All right. Nishan said he thought of the same thing. Yeah. I make it pretty evident, man. All right. Are we clear with these diphthongs now? Huh? Interesting lesson? Enjoying it? Perfect. Let me give you that fact right now. This is going to blow your mind. Okay. I have seen a lot of people, teaching phonetics, but they themselves don't realize what they're actually teaching. Okay. And I mean, there's nothing to boast about it, but trust me, when you're in this industry and you're actually looking at other things, other people doing the same thing, you can actually create, know that difference. No, not a lot of people know about it. When you pronounce these monophthongs by looking at this chart, yeah, everyone stay attentive. When you look at this, okay, so when you go from this to this side, when you go from the left side to the right side, what is happening to your mouth? Look at my mouth right now. E, I, ooh. What happened? I was smiling ear to ear first, right? The long vowel sound, E, then I. What happened? I frowned. Okay? Then ooh, and then ooh. So from here, I made a circle out of my lips. This applies to all the monophthongs. When you start from this side and you go to the right side, when you start from left and you go to right, when you start from left and you go to right, what happens? When you start from left and you go to right, your mouth's movement changes. See what happens over here. Oh. Okay. Did you notice that? Interesting. Write it down. I'll give you 45 seconds. Hurry up. Write this thing down. This is really important. Your mouth's shape changes. Okay. So from when you go from left to right, your mouth's position changes from wide to an oval shape. From wide to oval shape. Yeah, sure. I'll repeat. The movement of your mouth changes from wide. Let me type it down here. This will be easy for you. Wide to oval. Okay. You're making an oval shape out of your mouth. Okay. That's how your mouth's movement changes. Zubair, are we clear with this? Everyone clear? Any questions? Anything that you'd like to ask? All good to go? Wonderful. Okay. So what I wanted to do now is, since we've been doing this, I'm going to share my screen with you. And this is a super useful application that I want all of you to download. Okay. Just allow me a minute. And I'm also going to share the same link in the group. Okay. All right. This is one second. Thank you. I hope you can see my iPhone's screen now. Can you? Okay. Do you see that application sounds right? This one? Okay. Bottom left corner before edits, just above edits, right? This one. Okay. I'm going to open this application and I'm going to show you this magic. These are the same sounds I was talking about. Okay. Now, the best part about this application is, first of all, it's free. You don't have to pay anything for this. And you can also listen to the sounds. Okay. Here, listen to it. As soon as I tap on one particular sound, okay, you can listen to the sounds. Okay. And it also gives examples. You see that drop-down option here, teacher, observer, about. These are some examples of the sure sound. Okay. Sound, girl, nurse, earth. Okay. And it actually gives you those pronunciations. Okay. Of each and every word that is given over here. So I'm going to share this link with all of you so that you can download it and you can start improving your pronunciation every now and then. Okay. We've got the same chart over here, just in a form of an application. Okay. We've got consonant sounds, we've got diphthongs, everything is over here. Okay. All right. Now let's get back to the consonant sounds. 1 second. All righty. 1 second, guys. Perfect. Let's start understanding the consonant sounds. How many of you remember the difference between consonant sounds and vowel sounds? Let's do a quick recap. What's the difference between a vowel sound and a consonant sound? Yes, you can unmute and let us know. Ankit?
So vowel sound in which tongue will not change the position, but in consonant it moves the position from one
I
to
think you
another.
got confused. I think you got confused. That's not
Yeah.
the right answer. Wait, we'll give Zubair a chance now. Yes, Zubair.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So in vowel sound, the air passes, there isn't any air passes. Your voice, the voice, there isn't any obstruction of the voice.
That's right. Correct. But in consonant sounds, there's an
Whereas
obstruction.
in consonant, there is a vocese or the obstruction of air passes.
Absolutely. Wonderful. So while pronouncing these vowel sounds, we don't create any obstruction, right? But when it comes to consonant sounds, we are creating that obstruction, either a partial obstacle or a complete restriction of blocking the air coming out of your mouth. That's one of the major differences. Now you see over here, I have in this chart, we've got certain consonants written in bold and certain are not written in bold. So the ones that are written in bold, they're called voiced consonants. Okay. And how many voiced consonants do we have? How many of you remember? How many voiced consonants?
3.
Very good. So there are 15 voiced consonants and 9 unvoiced consonants. Okay. Now, what is the difference between voiced consonants and unvoiced consonants? Let's quickly understand this. Okay, show me your palm. Show me your palm like this. Everyone, show me your palm. Yeah. Everyone, let me see your palm. Don't worry, I'm not going to take a screenshot. Achha, I can see virtual palms also. Very good. It's smart. All right. So the people who have not turned on the camera, they're showing me the virtual palms. All right. Now place this palm on your throat like this. Place your palm on your throat. Okay. All right. Now say burr, burr, ball, ball. Do you feel that vibration over here? Do you feel that vibration? Okay. Now say, don't say purr. Purr ke baad sound nahi aani chahiye. It's, or say this sound, this. Or say, can you see that vibration now? Sure, there is no vibration. No vibration. So that's the difference between a voiced consonant and an unvoiced consonant. Okay. Your throat, your vocal cords are going to vibrate when you pronounce these voiced consonants. Okay. And when you're pronouncing these unvoiced consonants, your vocal cords do not vibrate. That's the difference. You don't feel that vibration. Okay. So how many voiced consonants? 15 voiced consonants and 9 unvoiced consonants. Clear? Let's start with the first one. Okay, I think you need time to write it down. I'll give you 45 seconds to write it down. Guys, you can let me know if I'm going too fast. It's okay, we can extend the class. I mean, if you're comfortable, we can extend the class to like 10 more minutes. "45 seconds. Hurry up, write it down. Okay. Done? Done. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks, Nishant. All right. Okay, let's move to the first one. So now let me show you something interesting first of all, before I teach you this sound. Okay. Now, a lot of people end up saying per. It's not per, it's per. So I've got this thing, tissue paper. I usually use, these things to tell you the difference. Okay. Now, 1 second. All right, I'm going to hold this tissue paper in my hand. And when I pronounce this sound, the per sound, you'll notice something, okay? See, per. It's moving, right? Okay, what's happening is, this is called an aspirated sound, all right? In Hindi, we have two, per, and we have per, right? That's why a lot of people get confused. In English, we do not have per, it's only per, okay? We don't have per, no, it's not moving, it's per. So there's going to be a gush of air that goes out of your mouth, okay? That's how you pronounce this sound. Are we clear with this? Are we clear with this? All right, let's show you the sound now here. So these three sounds, you'll remember for your life, these three sounds. Let me change the color of my pen. 1 second. Here, let me make it blue. Here, this one, and this one. Okay. Here, the k sound, the t sound, and the p sound. Okay. K, t, and p. So it's not k, t, and p. It is k, t, and p. In Hindi, we have these sounds. Okay. K, t, and p. I'll also write it down over here. Okay. I'm not sure if other people can understand because we have got participants from everywhere. But just to make a difference, I've given you that activity. So it's the per sound. These are called aspirated sounds. What are these sounds called? These are called aspirated sounds. Okay, which involves the air, the flow of air going out of your mouth. Okay, per, ter, ker. Do you know who killed Katappa? British people. Katappa को किसने मारा था? Have you watched that movie? क्या नाम था उसका? बाहुबली, right? Bahubali, yeah. Remember it like this, okay? K, T, and P. All right. This sound now. Have a look at this sound. This is B, bean, cab. Okay. The B sound, it will always vibrate when you have these voiced consonants. You'll be able to see that. Okay. Then we have D, as in dog, delta, die, deed. Okay. Or did. Then we have the ch sound. This ch, this letter T plus this elongated S, right? This makes up ch sound. Ch, ch. Okay. Chair, cheese, catch, batch. Okay. Then we have this sound. It's called the j sound. J. Okay. Again, it's a consonant, voiced consonant. You will feel that vibration over here. Jug, jug. Okay. Jugular or jab. All right. Just. Okay. Just kidding. Right. The j sound. Clear? Next, we have the k sound, and this one is go, go, go as in goal, goal, get, give. Okay. Then we have the f sound. Again, you have to create a narrow, space using your lower teeth and your lips also to help you actually push air out of your mouth. It's p, p. So your upper teeth and your lower lip will come in contact. Fire, fire. This is an unvoiced consonant, so you'll not feel any vibration over here. Okay. But the next sound, that's a voiced consonant. And this is where a lot of Indians, especially Indians, make a lot of pronunciation mistakes. They do not know the difference between the v and the w sound. Instead of saying water, they end up saying butter, butter, right? So you need to know the difference between these sounds in order to improve your pronunciation, okay? How do we produce this v sound? Look at my mouth. So I'm going to press my lower lip, okay? Especially the wet part of my lower lip, and it's going to come in contact with my upper teeth. V, v, van, van, victory, 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 okay? Vet, veterinarian, veterinarian, okay? Violet, violet, okay? But what's the difference in the w sound? So when you have to produce that w sound, the w sound, you make a circle out of your lips. Wow, wow, when, what. Remember 5 wives and 1 husband. What, when, why, where, which, who. Okay. So you always create a circle out of your lips. Okay. Clear with this? So I'll talk about that sound as well. But for now, just remember this thing. Okay. So that's how you create the b sound. Now this is the th sound. Th. So you press your tongue in between your teeth, and I'll be brutally honest with you. This sound will take you months to practice if you do not know how to produce this sound. Okay. It took me months to practice. This is a beautiful sound. A lot of Hollywood actors, you must have seen, how do they say thank you? They don't say thank you. They say thank you. Thank you. So it's like a combination of the s sound, but instead of creating the s sound using your teeth, you press your tongue in between. Th, thank you, think, thought, through. Okay. It's that th sound. So let me give you a closer look. Here. Here. That's the closer look. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press my tongue in between my teeth. Th, thank you, thank you, through. Okay. So what am I doing over here? I'm letting the air flow from somewhere over here, but not letting it come out from below my tongue. Okay, it's thank you. It comes out from the upper part. Thank you. Okay, a useful strategy for this, how I practiced and how I mastered this sound in like 2 to 3 weeks, I mean, of regular practice. What I used to do was, thank you. I used to stick my tongue out, hold it for like 5 seconds, then leave it. You're building muscle memory. Ab jab gym jate, when you go to gym, right? What do? You actually train your muscles. So when you're doing biceps, you do a lot of, curls. You need to do the same thing with your tongue. Okay. So that's also a muscle, right? So you need to train your muscle. And to properly have that connection with your mind, you need to let it understand, okay, this is how I'm going to pronounce this particular sound. Think, thought, the, okay? No, therapy. Okay, it's not therapy, it's therapy. Okay, so it slightly has that sound to it. Okay, all righty, let's go back to this one. Then we have the. It's the same way you're going to pronounce this sound, but this time it is a voiced consonant. The, this, that, these, those. Not this, that, these, those. This, that, these, those. Okay? These are small changes, minute changes that can change your pronunciation game. Trust me. You will not even realize, but people who are going to listen to you will realize, okay, if a pronunciation has changed. Okay? But you'll have to put in efforts. You'll have to put in, efforts to practice this thing. Okay? The next one is, you know how the snake does hiss, right? S sound. It's that sound. Okay. Sure. Ankit, here you go. Take a closer look here. It's think and the. So you can feel that vibration over here when you say the, this, that, these, those. Okay. But when you say think, there's no vibration initially. Okay. Thought, no vibration. All right, Ankit. Okay. Then we have the z sound. It's not j, it's not j, it's z. What does the bee, what do bees do? They buzz, right? It's that buzz sound. Vibration again, buzz. Okay? It's that sound. Then we have shh. When we ask people to stay quiet, shh. It's that sound. Remember this symbol. Shh. She. Shout. Okay. Then we have this sound, which is called the zh sound. Now, if you notice, it's a combination of the z and the sh sound. When you combine these two sounds, it makes up zh. This is the sound I was talking about that a lot of people can't pronounce. Why? Because we don't have this sound in Hindi language. Okay, it's zh. Like we say measure, pleasure, vision. Okay, it's that sound. Clear? All right, please type yes if you have understood all these sounds till now. Please type yes. Okay. All right. Okay, let's quickly understand these sounds as well. And for your reference, I've already given you that application. I'll share that link with you so you can listen to these sounds later also. Okay. This is the sound. Men, many, computer. Okay. Then we have the no sound. No, as in no. Okay. This is also voiced. And then we have sound. Now, this is an unusual sound in English language because a lot of people cannot relate to it. But almost all the words that end in ng, like ring, bring, it has that sound at the end. Okay, so this is also a voiced consonant. Okay. Ehsan, I'm going to answer this question for you in the next few, if not today, tomorrow. There's a pretty simple answer for this question because when you understand these sounds and when you create that phonemic transcription, you'll be able to understand how to pronounce those words. Okay. But save this question for tomorrow, because during the lessons, you'll find out the answer to this question. And later, I'm also going to answer it separately. Okay. But let's keep it for tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Then we have this h sound. Okay. So no vibration over here. Okay. It's happy. When we say hat, it's just the h sound. You're trying to create partial blockage from this part of your, neck. You will notice that. Okay. Then we have l. This is the l sound. Leg, call. Okay. Then we have r. It's not r. Don't say r. It's r. R. How do you say this sound? Let me make it clear. Here, you touch the tip of your tongue to your upper palate. R. R. And even if you don't touch, just make it like this. Your tongue should stay like this. R. R. Okay. Rep. Read. Read. Okay. That's how you stop the trilling sound. Don't let your tongue move like this. No. It's like smooth. It should be a smooth one. I again recalled one of these movies, 3 Idiots में वो बोलता है ना वो engine कैसे start होता है कौन सा dialogue था उसका वो that dialogue no drrrr करके वो start करता है.
How does an induction motor works?
How does an induction motor work? Right. So it's not drrrr, it's simple, smooth. You should not create that friction. That friction should not be created. Okay. Let it go smoothly. Red. Okay. This one is were. Like we say, what, when. Make a circle out of your lips. Wow. Any word in English language that has this letter W, you're going to make a circle out of your lips, no matter where it appears, initially, in the middle, or at the end. Okay. Like we have wow. So there's going to be like, you're going to make a circle out of your lips twice. What? Okay. Clear with this? And this J that you see over here, it's not J. This is the y sound. Y. Yes. Yell. Yacht. Okay. Yellow. You. It's that sound. Are we clear with this? Wonderful. Now, so how many of you are teachers over here, have teaching experience by show of hands? I mean, it could be any subject. Mothers are teachers, right? So if your mothers are will, I mean, you can raise your hands. So there are so many times your students actually teach you a lot of things. Do you agree? You get to learn a lot of things from your students, right? I personally get to learn a lot of things from my students. Okay. And this is how, great teachers or good teachers are actually made. When you answer questions for your students, you're actually, you're actually taking a part of them and then carrying it with yourself everywhere, right? Because you will always remember, okay, this is the student who asked me a question that I did not know the answer of, or maybe you know the answer, but there's something interesting that you learned through them, right? So there was a girl in my class, and she also asked me, a similar thing. So what I had to do was I had to create this chart for her, and this is actually going to help thousands of people now, right? So you see, I've actually written the sounds for you in Hindi. Okay. I mean, that's the only language I know apart from English. I mean, Urdu also. So, but then I think this is going to be specific to you guys. So you can take a screenshot of this. This is going to help you understand how to make these sounds. Okay. Please take a screenshot of this. Let me know once you're done. Okay. All right. Okay. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. There you go. Now, I think a part of your question's answer is what you're going to get over here, what you asked earlier, okay? Here, why do you need to learn the IPA? Why is it important to learn? I've written certain words over here. They have a similar ending, okay? You remember I said, English is a language that does not correspond with the spellings. You don't pronounce the words exactly as they are written. So to understand the difference, to understand the correct pronunciation, you need to learn the IPA, okay? How do you pronounce this word? How do you pronounce this word? This one, okay? I'm pretty sure most of you would know, but some students are not able to understand the correct pronunciation. They don't know the right pronunciation of these words. How do you get to know that, right? Someone, a couple of minutes asked this question. See, they have a similar ending. They look the same, but all of them are pronounced differently. Usually, they're supposed to be, like agar Hindi mein kuch likha hota, ya, in some languages, they should have been pronounced in a similar way, right? But that's not the case with English language. That's why you need to learn the IPA, okay? If you read a word written using the letter alphabet, it's not clear how to pronounce it. But if you read a word written in the IPA, the one that I showed you right now, you will always know how to pronounce it correctly, okay? Why TOUGH is tough and THOUGH is not duff? Why is it though, right? I don't have an answer for that why, but I do have an answer for this thing. How do you pronounce it? So you see, these are all the symbols that we learned right now. That's how phonemic transcription helps you. So if you come across a new word, if you come across a word that you're not sure of, what's the pronunciation of that particular word, quickly look up in the dictionary. Quickly go to the dictionary and find out what's the correct pronunciation. I have given you that tool, the IPA. Now you would know exactly how to pronounce these words. Okay, this is tough. This is though. This is through. This is not thorough. A lot of people say thorough. It's not thorough. It's thorough or thorough. Okay, both of them are correct, but not thorough. Don't involve Thor in it. Okay, let him stay in end games. Clear? It's thorough or thorough or thorough. That's it. So how do we get to know? By looking at the phonemic transcription. And there's a beautiful application, beautiful website that I almost every time I use to, check the pronunciation. And I'd like to share it with all of you because this is something you're going to use for your lifetime. I mean, I still use it. They keep on adding so many words. And to be very honest, I cannot memorize all these English language words. So I also have to look at the phonemic transcription of these words. So this website is Cambridge Dictionary. Let me show you this thing. This is the most reliable resource that you can ever have. Okay. 1 second. Let me have it open separately. 1 second. Yeah, I think I should be able to share it now. Okay, can you see this on the screen right now? Cambridge Dictionary, visible? All right. Now, all you need to do is write down the word over here and it will give you the phonemic transcription. Okay. You can also listen to UK and US pronunciation. Like I said earlier, only 2 standard pronunciation, American and British. We only follow these. Okay. See.
Tough.
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 Okay. Then though. All right. That's how you pronounce it. You'll get this.
Though.
Okay. So anytime you get confused, you're not sure of the correct pronunciation of that particular word, what you're going to do is you're going to quickly open this website. They have their application as well. So you can download their application to understand to know the correct pronunciation. But this should be a go-to thing. I know it's going to take time. This is not an easy thing. Every time you'll have to look it up. Indians have a habit of procrastinating a lot of things. That should not be done. You go and do your own research. What if that person is not pronouncing it correctly? Okay. So make sure that you actually understand these things. Are we clear with this? That's why you need to learn the IPA. Make sense? All right, who uses the IPA and why you should learn it? Here, letter O has more than 7 different pronunciation. Let me give you an example. Hello. When I say hello, it's the O sound at the end. Horn, horn. It's the O sound that's coming in. Then it's hoot. It's not hoot, it's hoot. Okay. Then we have hoodie. We have two O's over here, but this one is pronounced with the lengthy sound. Ooh, right? That remember that monophthong? Here we have a short vowel sound. Ooh, hoodie. This is hot, honey, hold, hold. Again, see, these are just some examples. How do you get to know the pronunciation? By checking the phonemic transcription. Okay, but there are certain hacks that I'm going to give you guys. So, I'm actually going to partially give you that cheat sheet, like a cheat code that you must have used in a lot of games that can help you memorize certain words with the same pronunciation, okay, with the same stress. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? Okay, another 10 seconds. Here you go. Quickly write it down. 10 seconds. All right, your time's up. All right. Okay, just give me a minute, okay? Okay. Now, before we go ahead, I'd like to inform you that we might have to extend this session for another 10 minutes. Okay. So let's do one thing. I will give you 2 minutes to go get some water. I know you've been learning for quite a while, and I didn't even realize. I'm really sorry. I did not give you that break in between. Go grab some water. Go grab something to eat. Like I'm sure 2 minutes is not enough, but do it as soon as you can. Okay. 2 minutes. All right. I hope everyone's here now. Okay. Right. Just to make sure that no one's sleeping, can you quickly raise your hands? Even if you haven't turned on your cameras, let me see. Raise your hands, everyone. Okay. I'm not worried about Nishant. I'm sure he's not gonna sleep. What time is it right now, Nishant? What time is it in Canada?
3:30 a.m. man.
But I hope these lessons are engaging. You're not feeling bored. How are you going to manage tomorrow, man? Cool. Anyway, let's wrap it up quickly. Just a couple of things, and then we're going to end the session. Okay. All right, guys. Let me quickly start with this. Here you go. Let's quickly understand what is a syllable. This is one of the most important things in order to understand the phonemic transcription. Okay. Now, syllable is the smallest unit in a word. What is a syllable? It's the smallest unit in a word. Like we have cells in our bodies, right? Cells are the smallest unit of our bodies. Similarly, syllable is the smallest unit in a word. Okay. Syllables are basically based on what? They're based on vowel sounds, not consonant sounds, not letters, only vowel sounds. Okay. They're based on vowel sounds, which means it is imperative to have at least one vowel sound in a syllable. Okay. A syllable will always have one vowel sound. The number of syllables in a word is the same as the number of vowel sounds. Okay. Let me give you an example. I'll give you an example, like a example quickly. But remember this thing, it has to have one vowel sound. All the sounds that we discussed right now, with the vowel sound specifically. Here, have a look at an example. We'll come to this later. Here, have a look at this example. When I say cat, there is this vowel sound ah in it, right? So this is one syllable. Okay, there has to be at least one vowel sound in that particular word. Even the letter I am a teacher. Okay, so I is what? It's a syllable. It's the smallest syllable I can say. Okay, technically it's the smallest syllable because it has that vowel sound in it. Clear? Right. Now imagine, a word as a laddu. You know what's a laddu? Huh? How many of you love eating laddus? My favorite is motichur ka laddu. Besan laddu lovers, anyone? Okay. No. All right, one. All right. Now imagine whatever laddu you want to have. Okay. Imagine that a word is a laddu and each syllable is a bite of that laddu. Okay. We've got small laddus as well. They just go, you just, swallow them like this, just one bite. So cat is the example of that laddu, that one bite laddu. Okay. Then we have other examples as well. For example, we have the word beautiful. Okay. This actually has what? More than one syllable. Okay. More than one vowel sound. So probably this laddu is beautiful. I mean, the word is beautiful. You have to take 2 or 3 bites to actually eat it properly. Okay. I hope the concept is clear. So here you go. Tiger. Basically, a 2-bite laddu. It has 2 syllables in it. Tai, 2 vowel sounds. I and sure. Okay. Tiger. Okay. Beautiful. This is 3 bites. Pew, oo, and then t, e, and then full. Beautiful. Okay. Are we clear with this? All right. Okay. Now, there's a quiz for all of you. I want you to type in the chat box, how many syllables do you think this word is going to have? Okay. The one that I'm going to show you on the screen. Ready, everyone? Perfect. Here you go. Type. How many syllables? Wonderful. Very nice. Okay. Somebody wrote 2, but that's okay. There's only one syllable because there's only one vowel sound. Food. Food. Ooh. There's only one syllable over here. Ooh. Okay. One vowel sound. So syllable is what? A syllable is basically a sound. I mean, it's the smallest unit of word, right? So remember this thing. It depends on the number of vowel sounds you have. Where is it? Yeah. Syllables are based on vowel sounds. The number of syllables in a word is the same as the number of vowel sounds. So look for the vowel sounds in the words that I'm going to show you on the screen. Food has only one vowel sound, the oo sound. Okay, that's why it has only one syllable. Okay. Next word. Be ready. Okay. Here you go. How many syllables? That's okay. That's right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yes. Water. It has two syllables. See. O and O and okay. O sound and the short sound. So two syllables. Let's see if you can get the next one right. Here you go. Tricky. Oh, nice. All right, all right, all right. You're getting smart. I mean, you're already smart, man. Computer. Ooh, okay. So it's computer, okay? All right. This is something I'm going to teach you tomorrow, not today, okay? I mean, it's for your understanding. If you can't remember all the sounds like this, you can also use this kind of phonemic transcription, okay? You usually are not going to get this in dictionaries. This is something you'll have to create for yourself, like I did right now. Okay, last one. Let's see how many of you can get this one right. Let's see. Type in the chat box. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Very nice. Good job. Okay, everyone, clap. Not because you answered correctly, but I want you to understand this technique, okay? Development. 4 vowel sounds. So, which means 4 syllables. It's a 4-syllable word. Okay, now you can clap for yourself. Good job. All those who answered 4. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Are we clear with this? Understood? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. By the way, I forgot to show you this thing. You can take a screenshot of this as well. The phonemic transcription. This is the phonemic transcription of the word development. A lot of people say development. It's development. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to talk about these symbols. Okay. I'm going to wrap up this session over here. I knew I mentioned that I'm going to extend this session, but we're not going to extend this session. We're going to keep, few things for tomorrow as well. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you to let me know if you have any questions. We can discuss it right now. I can answer any questions that you have based on whatever we learned today, based on, or anything related to pronunciation that you'd like to ask. We'll have like a quick 5-minute chat. Okay. Rahil, could you please let me know the application name? Yeah, I'm going to send you the link, Kuldeep, don't worry. I'll send you the link right away in the group itself, okay? How to remember the sounds in better way. Any tip or trick? Practice. Listen and practice. Listen and speak. That's the easiest and the most, and the fastest way. Okay. How to sound AR? Is that your question, Deepthi? Yeah, Sinera. We're going to complete that tomorrow, the KitKat strategy. Okay. Glad that you remember. Deepthi. Yeah, where are you? The sound, is that what you're asking? Or R? R. So remember the R sound. The R sound, you'll have to fold your tongue like this, and it needs to touch your upper palate. R or R. Okay. Yes. I don't know about KitKat. Zed, you can watch the recording. You'll get the recording. Okay. You'll get the link after we are done with the session. You'll have the recording. Okay. Go watch it. That the accent is a subpart of dialect. Yes, we can say that in a way, Nishant. Actually, yes. Difference between the two sounds. Suhasi. Are you talking about thing and that and those? Is that your question? Suhasi, I can't hear you. Could you please use the chat box? So if you want to understand the difference between these sounds, use that application, or you may go back to the recordings like this one. You can watch the recording again where I was explaining you how to make these sounds. That will help you out. Okay. Yes, Rohit. Exercise for what, Rohit? Yes. So there are a couple of drills that I usually give to my students. What's your favorite chewing gum? Okay. Have 10 of them, okay, in one go. Keep them in your mouth and start chewing them. Okay. Start chewing them and make different movements. Ow, 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 like this. This will help you open up your muscles in your mouth. That's one exercise. Another exercise is this pen exercise. You must have seen a lot of reels about it. A lot of reels are going viral. What you need to do is, and then start speaking. Just make sure that you don't spit. Okay. Are we clear with this? Perfect. Perfect. All right. Okay, so it's time to end this session. And yeah, I'd like to know, get a quick feedback about this workshop, like the first day of this workshop, something that you'd like to, what were you expecting out of this?
In one sentence, Rahil, I was sleeping, but I got too excited to learn from you.
All right, thank you very much, Dad.
Yes, I wake up very quickly. You're very interesting.
That's motivating enough. Okay. All right. What about
Thank you, Rahil. Thank you, Rahil. I thought I can join on max to max 15 to 20 minutes. After that, I'll be bored. But really, it was very amazing. You are looking very energetic.
I'm
And
glad that
credit
you
goes to my wife because
Okay.
she only gave me that gift on my anniversary.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
the whole credit goes to my wife because first time I'm attending this class.
Say hi to her from my side.
Thank you.
And say thank you as well. Thank you that she made you join this workshop. All right.
I thought you would actually help us just pronounce the words. So I thought like maybe I should just take a look at the reels and that would help. But then you took this in a complete different direction, and it was really engrossing.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Rekha. Where are you from, Rekha?
I'm from Bangalore.
You're from Bangalore. Interesting.
B Bangalore.
Oh, okay.
Bengaluru.
Okay. Understood. Perfect. So thank you very much for joining in, guys. I would really like to thank all of you for, showing that trust in me. And I hope I was able to deliver whatever I promised. There are so many things that we're going to do tomorrow, and it's actually going to help you out a lot. Okay. So this is just the beginning of what you are going to notice, because I've given you those tools that will help you sound better. Okay. It now depends on you how you're going to take these and use these tools and improve your pronunciation. Okay. Tomorrow, I'm going to come up with a lot of hacks that will improve your pronunciation instantly. Okay. And I'm not gonna, spoil the surprise for you by just giving it, but just understand there are certain word endings that help you, by understanding what should be the pronunciation of this particular word, and can I relate this pronunciation to another word? These are the tips and tricks I'm going to share tomorrow. So please make sure you join on time. Don't be late. Okay, and you stick around for the whole session. Cool, guys. Thank you very much for participating actively during the session. I owe you one, and let's meet tomorrow now. Okay. Okay, everyone. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.